Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of We Should Have Recorded That with Phil and
Adam.
Hey, Adam.
Phil, it's our first episode since July.
It is.
Here we are,
Yes.
mid-September.
Yep.
And, I don't know if we actually warned our audience in July that we were going to take a hiatus in August.
I don't think we did. I don't think we knew. Yeah,
Dear listeners, we apologize because we obviously received an outcry from all of our loyal fans who were sorely disappointed when an August episode never dropped.
Right. So many people missed us. Although I have to say, there was a young lady at I've been helping out with the youth ministry, and there was a young lady at the college Bible study. She asked me, I don't know, maybe the pastor had mentioned that I had a podcast or whatever. So she's asking me about my podcast. And, I've been after that conversation, I'm like, we need to have another episode because she's going to be, she's waiting to hear the podcast.
She's waiting. Yes, absolutely.
So I'm glad now we're gonna, I could be able to sleep easier at night.
Yeah.
We have an episode. Yeah.
I get it. I in fact I need to send my bio in for a gig that I'm doing, and I decided that I want to keep it to the length it is. Right. I don't want to.
Right.
People. I mean, I'm not that interesting, so people don't want to read a book about me. So, but my bio, I want to figure out what I'm going to take out because there are a few details that I need to add. I want to add that I live in Rochester with my adorable pit bull named B. And I also want to add that I host a podcast with Philip Woodard called We Should Have Recorded That.
Well, that would touch my little heart.
Yes. So I need to add that to my bio.
Great, yeah.
Now that I'm back out and doing things post COVID again.
Right, yeah. That's exciting. I've been thinking about that too. Like, how do I put this? How do I we are not making money from the hour or so that we spend doing this podcast now monthly, and I do producing it. So I'm thinking about how do I make some money from this effort?
How do we make some money?
But not that that's important. I enjoy, I enjoy getting on here and talking with you and talking to people and us recording things. That's great,
It's a labor of love.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but as I yawn, the monthly pace is much more sustainable than the weekly pace.
Yes.
But even so, coming home on a Tuesday night and still having the energy to have something worth listening to drains me.
Yes. And I mean, we were just talking about it. Like, that's why we need to figure out our guest list, our upcoming guest list.
Oh yeah. So, dear audience, though, get excited because now I think we're setting the pattern now. We are looking for next month's guest a month in advance. Mm-hmm. So we're putting in some planning now that we're starting
I guess you could say third.
Season?
We're in the middle of our third season. Yes, we're in the middle.
Wait, no.
Yes.
No.
We are.
Our second season.
No,
we started in the spring of 2020, right?
2020, yes. This is 2021. Yeah, 2021.
Oh, so yeah, that's right. January of 21 was our
first.
But that's when we started
22.
Labeling them second season.
Yes.
And then January of 22 is
right. Yes. This is season 3. Yep. We started at the beginning of the year.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, it's a new academic year, so Maybe we could just call it our fourth season.
Maybe we could just
Are
start
there
a new
rules?
season.
I don't think there are rules about these things.
I think people are just kind of making it up as they go. But
Well,
you know,
whether this is, season 340,
yes,
12,
something like that.
or, whatever. Okay, well, awesome.
Something like
We
that.
are, so, yes, we will hopefully have some good content for you in the coming months.
And I think you can kind of, for those who are watching us, you can kind of see my daughter. She woke up from her late afternoon nap, and so I'm saying, we're gonna try to get this done so I can put her down for the night.
Yes.
So
All right. Well, then let's get to it, Phil. What have you been up to? Let's catch our audience up on all of your exploits.
yeah, well, I mean, I think one of the coolest things. I mean, we're the reason why we started this podcast is because we're music educators, and we like to talk about that among other things that we do in our life. And so that has been, that's been, as I'm sure with you, the consuming, a lot of your time. And so yeah, I've been preparing for the school year. I'm starting to review things with my students. It's nice when I'm coming into my fourth school year with my students, and those that have been with me. They remember the things that I taught them, or when I sing to them, they sing right back to me. And we're reviewing posture and breath and singing singing tone and the way that they're getting it and being ready to move on. One of the other things that I'm wanting to focus on is this year is acting, and so theater. Like we do plays for Christmas. We're a Christian school, so we do we really deep into Jesus birth.
Good.
And right,
I would
that
expect
should
nothing
be-
less from a Christian school.
and last year we did the crucifix. I was talking to Miss Matthews. Miss Matthews actually came to visit me. I don't know if I mentioned this
No, you didn't.
because maybe it happened late July. I think Miss
Okay.
Matthews actually came to visit. Well, she didn't. I say came to visit. She came to Miami, and so I saw that she was in Miami, and I said, Miss Matthews, I live here. Can we get together? And so Anais, Wendy, and Anais had lunch with her, and one of her daughters, and then we went to see her sing. She was down here for a music conference, and so, but I was telling her about the school and everything, and I was saying to her, in the spring we did the crucifixion. I was just kind of casually mentioning what we're doing. She's like, "Is you at a Christian school?" I'm like, oh, "Yes, ma'am, I am," because we would not be doing that.
Yes, that's right.
Oh man! But anyway, what about you? What are you up to right now?
Well, excuse me, I'm yawning. That's what I'm up to right now. What am I up to? This semester. This is the third week of the semester for me. You've been in school for quite a while now, haven't you, Phil?
Actually, this is this is our fourth week, but it's basically our third week. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, the third week of the semester. It is a busy one, but a good one. I'm not complaining. It's good things. So, just a lot of what projects going on. So, my course load, my teaching load is the same as it has been as it was last year. But post COVID, things are returning so much to normal. So the chorale is singing with the orchestra for homecoming next week already. Then we are doing a collaboration with the Rochester Oratorio Society, doing a new piece or a new edition of a piece by Nathaniel Dett. And then we will go to Toronto and do that piece again there with ROS and Nathaniel Deck Chorale, and then a solo concert of our own in Toronto.
That's
and
really
then,
cool.
Back in Rochester for our, the remainder of our concerts for the semester. Next semester, end of next semester, we're going to the Baltics. So I'm very excited for that, to take the choir to Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia. And yeah, we're also launching an invitational choral competition this semester. So November 7th, we'll have high school choirs on our campus competing to be grand champions of the RW. It would have been the RWC ICC, Roberts Wesleyan College Invitational Choral Competition, but today, September 13th, the day we're recording this, is the day that Roberts became a university.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
So the RWU ICC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you have to get used to that, but that's really great for Roberts.
Yep. So that's what's going on all the way up here in the north.
You got a lot going on. You're going to make 2 international trips this school year.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess Canada is technically international, but
definitely.
Like Toronto is closer than New York City. Toronto's closer than Cleveland, right? Like
why didn't we go when I was there?
We did, Phil. We went to the airport, remember?
Right. That counts. Yes, I saw the Toronto, the international airport in Toronto.
You saw the airport. This spring when we go to Europe, we're gonna actually bus all the way down to New York City to fly out to JFK. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's quite a bit farther.
We'll
have to leave campus at 4 a.m.
Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be a road trip, and then you're gonna go.
Great.
But I mean, no. I'm talking about it. That would be a long bus ride. I'm sure. Going to the Baltics is gonna be exciting. I have to do a little more research to get a kind of musical profile in mind, though, of like what.
Arvo Pärt is probably the most famous.
Okay.
Composer from Estonia, but Eriks Eschenwalds is Estonian, and there are a few other well-known composers. But these are former Soviet bloc nations that the choral singing is a huge part of their culture, and so. In all 3 countries, when they were demanding their freedom, in Estonia, it was called the Singing Revolution.
Wow.
It was the way they preserved their culture through the Soviet era was by singing their native tongue together. Yes. That really is incredible.
That sounds incredible. It sounds amazing. I mean, that makes me think about Turkey, and there have been some of these videos going around of these groups of men who are holding hands, dancing, like line dancing. I don't know if you've seen.
Oh, I haven't seen them. No,
you haven't seen that. This was during the summer. I was seeing all of these videos, and like thinking about that, like just the folk tradition, like these deep folk traditions. And it's very cool. So I hope the chorale. I know they're gonna enjoy it, and I hope it goes well. So,
and I'm excited to sing for people who love choral singing so much. It's right. Our audiences here in the U.S. are smaller and less well versed.
Yes.
What choral singing is, and the artistry that it involves. So to go to nations, right, like choral singing is to the Baltics what football is to the United States.
Right.
That's exciting.
I mean, that to me as a musician, that yeah, I would love to do that because I do remember even we've talked about this before, but I remember I think our last concert, the people who were coming in France, our last
Yes.
concert in France,
Right.
and seeing the people just kind of filing into the cathedral as we were singing. I mean, they really enjoyed it, and most of them probably maybe had not planned to come
Right.
hear us, but they heard us and said, "Let's go see what's going on,"
Let's go see. Yes, exactly.
and that's really cool. The To talk about my daughter Anais, she is so beautiful. Like I really do believe this that I think I'm a better father because I'm a teacher
Mm-hmm.
because I'm more observant. Like she babbles all the time. She's babbling, singing, and so I try to mimic her. You see, she's becoming a little more
Oh,
animated. I'll pull her into the. You want the people to see you? You want to make your debut? I don't know. Oh, now she's
hey,
touching
sweetie.
the. Hey, hey. Yeah, it's so that it's been cool to to as she grows, and now she's in preschool, so that's been another thing that's been
Mm-hmm.
uh had taken up our time. Yes. Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna bring you over this way. But so so
Oh, too
all
cute.
right, I'm gonna push you back out. Sorry, I got you touching the pole. but But
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
that's been the other. I mean, of course, that's the other thing that is going on with me. Just becoming a father. So
Yes. Continuing to be a
yeah,
father.
continuing to be.
Yes.
Continue to be, and
Yes.
watching Anais grow. So that's been interesting.
Yeah.
But
Do you
uh,
feel do you
okay.
feel like you were sufficiently rejuvenated by the summer to tackle the school year ahead?
um, I was no because I didn't
Mm,
really stop. That's
yeah.
in some
Yeah.
ways. I mean, I guess you're feeling the same way.
I had a spectacular summer. I
Uh huh.
loved it, right? Um, but yeah, I was always going, and
Uh huh.
I don't regret it, and
Right.
I'm not gonna complain about like entering the school year tired because it's my
Mm-hmm.
own fault. Um, so yeah, I wouldn't do anything differently. I just statement of fact. Yeah, there was not a lot of like laying around.
Right.
So there was not very much just like oh, I'll spend today reading a nice novel. No, there was not a lot
Mm-hmm.
of that.
Yeah. I mean but I think yeah, I don't say I regret it either. I mean, I Anais got to see her cousins in person, and so seeing her with them was great. And we went down to the Florida Keys.
Mm-hmm.
That was my first time. I think it was Wendy's first time, and I think for Wendy it was something to kind of experience it with her was kind of amazing because she said to me it reminded her of Haiti, and
Mm.
I thought to myself, wow, okay, this. I mean, because we don't know if I'm gonna if Anais is gonna be able to see Haiti
Yes.
with the way things are going there. So,
Yes.
so to kind of share that now, so we've been saying we want to take her parents down to the Keys as well. So yeah, I
Mm-hmm.
agree with you. I would not change anything. Maybe next summer I will try to lay around for a week or two.
Uh huh. Uh huh. Yeah.
But yeah, yes. Um,
What are you most looking forward to in the months ahead?
mm, the thing I'm most looking forward to, I think we're prepared. So I was saying earlier, we're preparing for Christmas,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I'm to see that, and to see the kids, to see the students develop. That's what we're preparing for. So I'm looking forward to that. Um, and also the holidays. And my mom is gonna come be with us again. So, sharing that time, that extended period of time with my mom is gonna be
Yeah.
great. What about you?
Um, well, short term is that I get to meet my new niece for the first time this weekend.
You have a new niece.
Yeah, my sister has had her third baby
Wow.
um, 3 weeks ago. So, and this is my first opportunity to go see her. So I'm excited for that.
Well,
Um,
congratulations.
yeah, and then all of the other stuff that I've already talked about tonight. Just
Uh
I
huh.
am I'm excited for all of that. I'm really grateful for it in a way that I wouldn't have been before the pandemic, because
Mm.
all of that extra stuff was snatched away, and as tired as I am by
Right.
all the as tired as I'm made by all the extra stuff, um, I find it very life giving and very, it is. I love that my how do I put this? I don't want to make it sound like, oh, I go above and beyond. No, but I do love devoting myself to doing more than is required of me in my
Mm.
job. And,
Mm-hmm.
when we were all masked and physically distanced and couldn't leave our homes, that was impossible.
Yes.
So I'm grateful to be back and just, channeling my energy in that direction.
The something else that I'm thinking about, because we were not really able to do this during the pandemic. Um, I have some kindergarten group piano lessons,
Mm-hmm.
and I started that yesterday, and those students are so excited, and I love the method book because it's a whole body thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's built around the Edward Gordon
Yep.
philosophy, and
Yep.
so like I'm excited to, so that, that's also a Christmas culmination. So I'm excited for us to go through this process, for them to get more familiar with the piano, and let's see what they can play, for Christmas. And so I'm really looking forward to, how that's gonna progress
Yeah.
over the next few weeks, and so
Oh,
to
that's great.
Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. Well, there is our little. We've teased what's to come in the months ahead
Mm-hmm.
with some
Yes.
guests, some new guests, so our audience
Yes.
hasn't heard from before,
Right.
and we've caught them up on what we're doing. So, is there anything else, Phil?
I think that's it. I think
And
that we're good.
you've got to get on Ice to bed.
I do. She's doing good, but I don't want to push my luck.
That's true. All right. Well, she is adorable. I'm really
Thank you.
glad that she got to make her WSRTwPA debut tonight.
Yes. Yes. All right.
All right. Well, then, I will say bye for now.
Adios.